The darkness made you watch your girlfriend's murder. Your first meaningful act as its host was one of submission.
If they take me, you lose Jenny. I want the darkness.
So, what can you tell us about the game? What is new from the darkness?
Well, new from the darkness, wow. We've changed a lot of things. We really studied the darkness a lot, both the comic books from Top Cow and the first game by Starbreeze. I think the biggest thing really is that we've taken our art style. We've gone from the dark, brooding tones of the first game, and we've gone more of a comic book style. We call it graphic noir. We went through and we hand-painted all of our textures. We really wanted the colors to pop, so when you're cutting guys in half and you're getting all this blood and gore, you really see it, it really pops out visually. It's fantastic. So we have the art style, of course. The other big change really is how our powers work. Your demon arms are always out. So in the first game, you had to select your powers, you had to select your demon arms. We loved them so much from the first game, we wanted to make them available to you all the time. So, you know, one of our mottos is to always keep you in control. So you can always slash enemies with your demon arm, you can always grab them with your other demon arm, and you can always use your guns. We call it quad-wielding, and it just makes you super powerful.
Speaking of the quad-wielding, for people that haven't seen that, can you just explain how that works?
Absolutely. So quad-wielding is our combat system. It's our bread and butter. So you have two demon arms on the screen. One is your slashing demon arm on the right, one's your grabbing demon arm on the left. Now, if you hold down the right bumper, you can then push the right analog stick, and when you do that, you slash in whatever direction you push. So you have full control over how you juggle enemies around. You can slash a guy up into the air, and then slam him back down into the ground. Or you can knock him out of the way if you want. You can combine that with grabbing things. So you can grab enemies and then execute them if you want, or you can grab items in the environment. Like my personal favorite is the car door. Rip a door off a car, use that as a shield. When you're done with it, whip it at a guy, you'll cut him in half. So we have lots of cool things like that in the environment that you can use to interact with your enemies in cool ways.
Jackie, you can't control the darkness, and you never could.
So speaking of cutting dudes in half, was the ratings at all a concern for you guys? I know it's more cartoony style, but there's still a lot of blood in there. Did that ever factor into any design decisions?
You know, it really didn't. We didn't really think about that in the early stages when we were coming up with our combat system. It's definitely becoming something we're talking about now, but no, we just let our creativity drive it, do what feels cool, do what's unique, and then we go from there.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
So I know in the first game, there was some concerns over the multiplayer. Right. How's that shaping up for the new game?
I can't comment on that.
Oh. All right, let's try something else then.
All right.
In the first game, you could sit down and watch full movies and TV from within the game. Right. Is any of that returning at all?
Well, we've been looking into it, but we're not ready to make any announcements yet.
Okay, sure thing.
Yeah.
Mike Patton provided some interesting noises for the first one. Is he returning?
He is returning, yep. He came back. He's awesome. He's really doing a great job for us. Yeah, I just want to say we're really excited. It's been a lot of fun trying to create this kind of action combat combined with the storytelling. They did a great job in the first game, and we're just trying to continue that story of Jackie and Jenny and his family and being a mob boss. And it's really fun and challenging. I think players are really going to enjoy the narrative, but also enjoy the action as well.
Jackie! To the dark!